Проверяем связь, чтобы устойчиво было. Ждем прицел. Как прицел подойдет, будем наводиться.
Выстрел!
Один огонь, да, один огонь, да.
Выстрел! Выстрел!
Орудие!
Выстрел!
Орудие!
Выстрел! Выстрел!
Орудие!
Выстрел!
Орудие!
Выстрел!
Орудие!
Выстрел!
Орудие!
Выстрел!
The armed forces of the Russian Federation continue the special military operation. In Kharkov direction, units of the Sever Group of Forces inflicted losses on formations of one Territorial Defense Brigade near Volchansk, Kharkov region. The AFU losses amounted to up to 30 troops, 1 motor vehicle, 3 field artillery guns, and 1 ammunition depot. As a result of successful actions, units of the Zapad Group of Forces liberated Novominsk, Kharkov region. Losses were inflicted losses on manpower and hardware of 2 mechanized brigades, 1 mountain assault brigade of the AFU, and 1 National Guard brigade near Kolodeznoye, Kutkovka, Doroshavka, Kondrashavka, Peskanoy, Novaya Krogliakovka, Zelenigay, Kharkov region, and Yampilovka, Donetsk People's Republic. The AFU losses amounted to more than 220 troops, 3 armored fighting vehicles, including 1 U.S.-made M113 armored personnel carrier, 9 pickup trucks, 4 field artillery guns, including 2 Western-made guns. 4 electronic warfare stations and 5 ammunition depots were destroyed. Units of the Yug Group of Forces took more advantageous lines and positions. Losses were inflicted on formations of 3 mechanized brigades, 1 motorized infantry brigade of the AFU, and 2 territorial defense brigades near Tikhonovka, Belikuzmanovka, Orakovo-Vasilevka, Chasov Yar, Konstantinovka, and Dagnoy, Donetsk People's Republic. The AFU losses amounted to up to 200 troops, 1 armored fighting vehicle, 5 motor vehicles, and 2 ammunition depots. Units of the Tsendra Group of Forces advanced to the depth of the enemy defenses and liberated Baranovka, Donetsk People's Republic. Losses were inflicted on manpower and hardware of 7 mechanized brigades, 1 Jaeger brigade of the AFU, and the Liad Assault Brigade of the National Police of Ukraine near Sherbanovka, Dzержinsk, Vadianoy Toroy, Lysovka, Grishino, Kedlino, Uspanovka, Nadizdinka, Kotliarovka, Yasinovoy, and Andrievka, Donetsk People's Republic. The AFU losses amounted to more than 500 troops, 3 armored fighting vehicles, including 1 U.S.-made M113 armored personnel carrier, 9 motor vehicles, and 2 artillery guns. Units of the Vostok Group of Forces continued active offensive operations. Losses were inflicted on formations of 1 tank brigade, 1 mechanized brigade of the AFU, 1 Marine brigade, and 2 territorial defense brigades near Bogodar, Razliv, Razdolnoy, Berlitskoy, Donetsk People's Republic, and Guliapol, Zaporizhzhia region. The AFU losses amounted to up to 120 troops, 1 armored fighting vehicle, 3 motor vehicles, 4 field artillery guns, including 2 U.S.-made 155mm M777 and M198 howitzers. Units of the Dnieper Group of Forces inflicted losses on manpower and hardware of 1 mechanized brigade, 3 territorial defense brigades of the AFU, and 1 National Guard brigade near Orkhov, Maly Sherbaki, Kamenskoy, Zaporizhzhia region, Tokarevka, and Pridneprovskoy, Kherson region. The AFU losses amounted to up to 60 troops, 1 tank, 2 infantry fighting vehicles, 5 motor vehicles, and 1 artillery gun. Operational tactical aviation, attack unmanned aerial vehicles, missile troops, and artillery of the Russian groups of forces struck infrastructure of military airfields, UAV depots and launch preparation sites, drone operators and electronic warfare specialists training centers, as well as engaged the enemy's manpower and hardware in 157 areas. Air defense systems shot down 10 U.S.-made HIMARS MLRS projectiles and 57 fixed-wing unmanned aerial vehicles. In total, since the beginning of the special military operation, 653 aircraft, 283 helicopters, 42,463 unmanned aerial vehicles, 590 anti-aircraft missile systems, 21,034 tanks and other armored fighting vehicles, 1,513 MLRS combat vehicles, 21,276 field artillery guns and mortars, and 31,218 units of support military vehicles have been neutralized. The armed forces of the Russian Federation continue the operation to neutralize AFU formations on the territory of Kursk region. In the course of offensive operations, units of the Sever Group of Forces inflicted losses on formations of 6 mechanized brigades, 3 air assault brigades, 1 Marine brigade, 4 territorial defense brigades of the AFU, and 1 National Guard brigade near Bogdanovka, Viktorovka, Gogolevka, Gaevo, Derino, Zazalevka, Zayalashenka, Kazakaya Lokhnya, Kalmakov, Kositsa, Kurilovka, Lebedevka, Lokhnya, Malaya Lokhnya, Mardanovka, Marievka, Makhnovka, Melovoy, Nikolaevka, Nikolsky, Novaya Sorokina, Oleshnya, Pogribki, Rubinshkina, Sverdlikovo, Staraya Sorokina, Sudza, Cherkaskoy Portnoy, and Yezny. Operational tactical and army aviation and artillery inflicted losses on manpower and hardware of the enemy near Basovka, Belovody, Veselovka, Zurovka, Ivalzhanskoy, Iskriskovshina, Mirloji, Miropoli, Magritsa, Sadki, Stetskovka, Unikovka, and Yablanovka in Sumy region. Over the past 24 hours, the AFU losses amounted to up to 325 troops, 3 tanks, 1 armored personnel carrier, 36 armored fighting vehicles, 29 motor vehicles, 3 field artillery guns, and 2 mortars. Since the beginning of hostilities in Kursk direction, the AFU losses amounted to more than 57,655 troops, 334 tanks, 244 infantry fighting vehicles, 193 armored personnel carriers, 1,744 armored fighting vehicles, 1,827 motor vehicles, 409 artillery guns, 45 MLRS launchers, including 13 of HIMARS and 6 of MLRS made by the USA, 17 anti-aircraft missile launchers, 8 transport loading vehicles, 106 EW stations, 15 counter-battery warfare radars, 5 air defense radars, 33 units of engineering and other material, including 14 counter-obstacle vehicles, 1 UR-77 mine-clearing vehicle, 9 armored recovery vehicles, and 1 command post vehicle.